what's happened now? Did you hear about the prophecy?
It's been a while since we last saw Neverlet. Paimon wonders what he's been up to. Paimon has so many questions about his true identity.
Wait, did I hear that?
That's right.
No, but why?
Neverlet! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler and Paimon, please. No, this is completely unprecedented.
Thank you for your Oh,
So, what is...
a Melusine name.
And the...
That is all the info.
I have no idea why. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there.
Thank you for...
Then I shall return.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to...
I cannot tell. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must...
Come on!
It is not my intent. Long story short, there were few people I could trust. But I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine.
They must have been a...
Indeed. The reforms depth. The incident resulted in Carol. All Melusine. I granted there. Many common folk believe that I some of them. I have nothing. It is already.
There's the guards.
Based on prior. The political system. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine.
Outsider? But aren't you the chief?
I understand where you know very well about my even though I was taking on the role of, I have lived in Fontaine for a long time.
Yeah. Let's team up.
Let us go.
So Neverlet feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but Paimon feels... Paimon's been thinking... hydro dragon. Would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion.
The weather's
Kiara,
Monsieur Nupilette! Oh, I remember! You're the Traveler and Paimon! I've heard about you.
Aw, she's adorable!
Hey! Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a...
A threatening what? The letter fell through the crack, but Sidine told me
Have you run into any...
suspicious-looking people. Ah!
Did you think of something?
Nope.
Do you still have the letter with you?
Oh, let's see.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and... A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intent. We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, Kiara, you should come...
Sure! Wait, no.
But you are being watched right now.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around...
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
All right, let us go our separate...
We'll take her to a lost place. So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago! Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Paimon,
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here? All right, guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting?
Of course.
No hazards detected.
that was quick.
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like blood.
All right. Now that you're done, hear me out.
Of course!
Please wait a moment while
Seems like they get along. Huh? What are you looking? Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Strange?
Gotcha! Charlotte!
threat letter? What? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Newver—
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every but it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. In exchange...
All right, then.
What? Someone...
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens I'll ask my colleagues about it. But I gotta warn you...
Why?
People care a great deal about... Anyway.
Well, that was a nice chat.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty.
Haran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look.
Oh, Neuvillette sure is lucky to have...
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay, then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into...
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities.
We thought so too.
I've been looking over the key. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official...
Well,
Thank you. Have you made any progress?
We skimmed through some of them? Oh, there's so many documents.
I would love to answer that. If memory serves,
Whoa.
that might be how it seems from another. There are many All right, let us take a break.
Even the silence is...
Please pardon my lack of... Would you like to have...
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Novelette likes. He seems like the type... What's inside these glasses? It looks just like...
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer some...
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Teyvat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam woods. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a point. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any...
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your taste.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro... we are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you... Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed...
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most in essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, for example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection to me, but I was unaware of what that connection was exactly. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very... unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful... That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came...
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melu's, perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on.
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today.
Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what is... Whoa, it's glowing! Thank you for bringing us here, Miss... The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's...
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also...
But a meaningful life also comes with its
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village. But I want to... In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what for almost 20 years. We've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into the...
Oh, I see. Let's hope. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you...
Huh?
Yes?
That stone...
He is an...
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no.
Oh. Hello. I'm Carol. A Melazine. Is there...
Get away from here!
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause...
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since—
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Nervilat allowed them into the court of—
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda—
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Maréchaussée Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases.
Solving cases? With Nervilat in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know! So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Maréchaussée Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence—
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Nervilat's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't don't understand. Why won't it?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making... I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing. Okay, I won't be...
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them...
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner...
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me...
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that...
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed... Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melazines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Turn the murderer in!
Melazines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke! Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old... They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, the guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll...
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have...
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed... I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront New Villette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all... Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Nervalette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today. Apparently. I'm thinking... bail him out? Shh, keep it down. Besides... Vautrin sought vengeance for his... Please, think about it. If the same... Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against
Monsieur Neuve...
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. I understand. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Therefore, you will be declared—
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Nervalette, please give this a little more thought.
Vautrin, my friend.
New Villette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, New...
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Goodbye, Monsieur New Villette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Are you not feeling well?
Apologies. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it's still due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over.
It is as you said. This might be because It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to...
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusine, so I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be... You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than...
You know, it could be because... Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still... We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neverlet, do you think there'll be any problems now that the...
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think... What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Strange. Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how could...
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious person...
It feels like you've been following me this whole time.
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and...
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the...
This isn't a...
Come on. Don't...
You shouldn't ever skip meals. It's...
I heard even Nervulet's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Seriously?
Relax, I was just...
That's more like it. We
Come and fight me!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol. Shh! Look! Is it that?
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is...
So...
No, I should stay with... Let us stick to our... The smuggling... The list of involves...
What does it say?
The principal offender... Those with close connect... Among them...
So many...
Yes, there is... It seems like he's closely related to...
Monsieur Neverland, someone claiming to be... He said and... Huh? How did Navia find them so quick?
I too am for...
Unlimited Mora or unlimited time?
Hey, Navia, we're here! Whoa.
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Zone.
Invite them.
Exactly. Now...
Yeah.
But... Oh, well.
Yes.
Your essay?
Yes.
Did you write that?
I did, but...
Orders from whom?
Domenico.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress.
Well, looks like you'll have to
You've done more than enough.
leave the formalities for later. If he really is the one setting up the
All right then, let's head.
It's Monsieur Nervalet.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed.
We're back! Oh, and it...
This isn't any. Let's assume we've. I do remember a thing.
Who does this guy think he is?
He once To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator.
He's got the same concerns we do.
I'm concerned about this incident because
That's an easy one.
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Sijween! Yeah, and we're investigating.
Really?
There's no need to worry.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still...
Ah, head nurse.
Writhsley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you.
Think of it as more of thanks for the trouble.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke?
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask. But enough jokes. Make yourselves at home.
Please come with me to the infirmary. And watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Did Nervalet just walk?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Please rest here for... Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
Paimon's not that thirsty, but
thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated. I'll bring you some tea.
Typical Sijween. Why aren't you two saying
You noticed them too. The badges.
familiar? But if both of you say so, let's...
That's not a bad idea.
Anything you need? Oh, this?
What's that?
We have a very long history. Going back as far... We have never had many members through... Helping each other is our...
Sounds like a pretty...
But people... Interested in joining the... If you'd like to learn... Our slogan may have evolved here.
You two, it's the symbol of the mute. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those. The first president of all of us have a...
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
Managed to gather.
The people who were, according to them,
I personally, Carol's medal was...
Oh, so the network...
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence.
All right.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain it?
Neuvillette? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Calm down. Was it your... Hassan has all...
That idiot!
Let me ask this enough. Who is pulling...
What? You're not...
It's best. I assume you're...
I can do that.
You see?
I only intended to... After making a few... But I refuse to accept...
And then you decided to take revenge on the...
My initial target was Neuvillette. But in the end, I had to I recall that Kiara... But the letter wasn't...
Am I to assume that...
No.
Is it true that...
Yes.
Siegewin, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with... So, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Yes, I experienced a
And how long...
More than 400...
You might be over... Time can...
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melusines you brought to Fontaine were the outlaw. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten this...
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melusines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, when people refuse for almost... People no longer... Right now...
Paimon gets it now.
I am undeserving. It isn't anything special or worthy of... It is unnecessary.
There's no need to be. You're no longer...
I must say that... Thank you for...
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? What?
Thank you for the offer. Well, some are here. The less time...
In that case, I'll have to...
Please.
The first is about...
The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff.
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, those from up there, I'll have a chat.
I see no issues.
Great, that's what...
The other thing was poor.
Yep.
I noticed the small... I've looked into their according to In other words...
What? During his trial...
Perhaps he had...
An act?
Neverlet and thus, and to those who had... That's all from me.
I don't have... Well then...
Please, take care.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I've always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials... hey!
What I really... Every trial you've ever judged has left...
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. These changes were not due to any specific... I will try to contemplate this further.
Oh... Huh? It's raining! Oh no! Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette?
You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Is the matter resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening...
Oh, that's...
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kian?
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe and...
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be...
That's not how you celebrate!
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks. Come up with questions during the...
Yes!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I hope it will assuage... Kiara? It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that...
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis.
Do you remember Domenico?
Let me think. By the way, in my dream, I can't remember what her dream...
I can sense your...
Oh, I almost forgot. I promised to model for Ayla.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur. Traveler and Big Sis Pine.
See you next time.
Mm.